Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about the future of this channel. And right off the bat, no, I'm not going to quit YouTube, but I do want to talk a little bit about where I want to take things from here and what's going on in my professional life, since a big part of this channel is related to my profession, which is being a marine biologist. But before that, rewind. Maybe that was too far. Yep, that's better. When I started university, the reason I decided to study marine biology was, well, because I wanted to be in the ocean a lot. I will not pretend that that was not one of the reasons, which by the way does not really happen. Marine biologists still spend the majority of their time behind a computer, but that's also besides the point of this video, so let's continue. But also because I wanted to contribute to the understanding of marine ecosystems in order to protect them. I always loved learning, and I also always loved the sea, and so combining both seemed like a really good idea. I was also inspired by the likes of Jacques Cousteau, Carl Sagan, David Attenborough, and Sylvia Earle, and wanted to be just like them. I wanted to explore the oceans and the natural world, learn more about them, and work towards their conservation. I wanted to be like my heroes. But things are never that easy, and very quickly I realized that things are not as they seemed, or at least as I thought they were. As I worked as a researcher in academia, as a marine biologist, I started realizing, and everyone realizes after a very short while, that the world of science and academia is relatively closed off to anything outside its sphere. And I'm not blaming any specific scientists or individual scientists for this. I think most of us come in with the same mindset. We just want to learn more about the world and potentially make it a better place. That's it. But it's how the system, as always, around the research is built. Academia rewards cooperation between scientists, which I think is fantastic and great, and that's exactly how it should be. I think science is a cooperation effort, and that's how it should be. The issue is that it does not reward the same type of cooperation with people outside the scientific sphere. Researchers are usually rewarded by creating a lot of really good research papers. The more papers and the better papers you put out, the higher are your chances of getting funding in the future and the job that you always wanted. This is how it usually goes. You have your project, you develop your project, collect your samples, analyze your data, and then you write your research paper where you explain your research and the results you got and all the data you analyze and the conclusions that you can take from that data. Then you publish this in a journal, and you release your research out into the world. After that, you continue on to your next project, where the same pattern is repeated. After you release your research paper, you hope that someone at some point along the line will pick it up as you move on to your next project. And usually, somebody will pick it up. That somebody is usually another scientist in your or a related field to yours that kind of understands the jargon that you used in that paper, that will use your paper and the knowledge that you've created with that research paper to build upon it for their own project, which they will then develop, collect results, analyze data, write a research paper that they will then release into the world with the hopes that someone else will also pick it up. You see where we're going with this. We have a loop. I don't have a problem with this loop per se. I think this is how science should be done. You build knowledge based on the knowledge that you previously had. The problem is not the loop. The problem is that this is a very closed loop that has no extensions to anything outside of it. So what happens is you end up having a lot of knowledge within this loop known by only a few people who are in the loop. And this is a shame. And first of all, the world is amazing and there's incredible science out there that it's a shame that not more people know about it. Secondly, a lot of research that has already been done would probably be very beneficial for other people outside the scientific sphere to use, like industries, policymakers, conservation entities, etc., etc. But if the knowledge never leaves the loop, these people who could use the knowledge to do something good with it will never have access to it. Or they have access to it, but they don't even know it exists. So they're not even exposed to it. Finally, this distancing between the scientific community and everyone else can make it harder for people outside of it to understand how science works and the motivations behind what scientists do. This can lead to people misunderstanding science, not trusting science, or just really not being interested at all. Science is still the best tool that we have as humanity to better understand the world around us. And we need science-based decisions to make the best decisions and the possibly more efficient decisions that will be the most successful in the long term and in the future. This is for sure true in ocean conservation, for example. All right, Maria, why is this entire speech relevant to your YouTube channel? Good question. Honestly, because that's kind of why my channel started. As I delved more into the world of research and started realizing that there is this disconnect between the community and people outside of it, I wanted to do something about it. Even if just a tiny nano bit, I wanted to help bridge the community, the science, and anyone outside of it. This wanting to do something about this issue led me to start this YouTube channel. I wanted to kind of show the behind the scenes of what scientists do. I wanted to demystify this idea of what a scientist is and what are the motivations behind what scientists do. And I wanted to share a bit, obviously at the same time, my passion for the ocean, because that's what led me to this career in the first place, is my love for the ocean and for learning about it. This is an issue that started being talked about within the scientific community. That's why science communication, which is communicating science to people outside of the scientific community, is growing in popularity. And social media helped a lot with that. You see a lot of amazing people who do incredible research, doing really good science communication through social media. And so I thought, you know, I'm just gonna go out there, talk about whatever the hell I feel like, related to the ocean in my channel, show what I do as a marine biologist, and if I make even just 1 or 2 people more interested in learning about marine sciences, I'll be a happy person. And now here we are. My goal has not really changed since I was 18 and started studying biology. As naive and hero-y sort of, I don't know, ideal that I had, that I wanted to contribute to saving or preserving the ocean, I still have that. I still want that. I still want to participate in the solutions to helping the ocean and the world being a better place, and to preserve the ocean and help people who are working towards that to do that too. We need people to reconnect to the natural world too, and that's something I also want to work towards, and that's something I also wanted to do with this channel. I want to talk about science, talk about awesome ocean stuff, be it through video games, like I'm doing with Subnautica, and I plan on continuing doing with other ocean-related games. Yes, I'm gonna play Subnautica Below Zero. I want to, share the marvelous wonders of the sea. All right, so this is the point in which I answer the question, what am I doing now then with my life? I am currently self-employed in Austria as a science communicator and marine biologist, even though right now I'm not doing anything as a marine biologist because I live in Austria, which is a landlocked country. Ain't many jobs for marine biology. So I started trying to learn here from my house as much as I could about filmmaking. I've been taking some online courses. I've been watching a lot of YouTube about storytelling, photography, and film. And I'm loving this. I'm loving learning about this. I've also been contracted to do a couple of promotional videos for research projects, which I was very excited for, which was kind of my main source of income. And I've been doing YouTube, where I try to talk about the ocean without being in it. And right now I have been doing that by playing video games. That's the closest I've been to the ocean in the last months. That's okay. So I know a lot of you are here because of my Subnautica gameplays, and I know many of you are here because that's what you want to watch, and that's absolutely fine. I'm going to continue playing Subnautica, and I will probably continue on. No, I'm going to play Subnautica Below Zero for sure. I can't wait to play it. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay. But that's not the only type of content that I want to put out here on my channel. I do once I can. I do want to go out into the ocean and explore it and talk about science and marine science especially. And I wanted to let you know, I also wanted to let people know who have been following me because I'm a marine biologist, that I'm not now officially employed as a marine biologist, but I'm working on a way to combine both science communication and research. That would be my ultimate goal. This is a project I have in my mind. I'm still not 100% sure how it's gonna work, but this is something I would love to do, combining two things that I really, really love. I am currently self-employed in Austria as mostly a science communicator, video maker, and YouTuber. I have my podcast in Portuguese. If you speak Portuguese, you can check it out. I'll leave the links down below. Obviously, all my stuff is always down below. I also have a Patreon, which is super fun. If you want to check it out, you can go down in the link below. Just you being here watching this video is amazing. I love the community we have here so far. You guys are awesome. For the people who follow me because I'm a marine biologist, I'm not the same type of marine biologist I was a year ago, and I wanted to be clear about that because I've been receiving messages asking me what I'm doing now. That's what's up here. If you want to follow me on my other social medias things, I'm good at this. Links are all in the description. Thank you for watching this far. If you've reached here, that's awesome. I've been talking for quite a while. So thank you very much for being here. And thank you very much for everything. I hope to see you around, and I hope to see you in the next one.